Mama. Reckon I'm fine, how about you? It's good to hear your voice, yeah, I've been missing you too.
It's a video and song that resonates with so many right now.
So I see you later on outside your window.
Jukebox Rehab's John Montgomery wrote it about his mother, who suffers from multiple sclerosis. She moved to a nursing home right before the pandemic. Like so many others in his situation, for more than a year, the only way he could visit her was outside her window where he would play his guitar.
And I always did my best to stay as strong as I could while I was there talking to her. But she didn't know, and nobody really knew, that every time I was walking back to my truck, I would get a little emotional.
One night, the emotions he bottled up for months came pouring out in a song.
It was weighing on me pretty heavy, and I went to sleep that night and I had this idea for Hey Mama, and I started hearing just the first 2 lines of the song.
The next day, his friend and fellow band member Dustin Bryant came over.
And I was like, hey man, I'm gonna throw this out there, and I threw out the first line, the first chord, and I think he actually teared up a little bit, and he was like, we gotta get this out of you today.
So we dug in, and we dug in on every aspect, every thought, every feeling, and so we went through this whole roller coaster of emotions before we even really got to narrowing down what it was we wanted to say.
They recorded a demo and sent it to the others in the band, who said, "We've got to record this." But first, John had to see what his mama thought.
I sent it to her, and she called me immediately, and she's just bawling, crying, and I can hear a couple of her aides in the background crying, and you know, it tore me up pretty good. But it was that reaction that I think sparked the idea that we shouldn't keep this to ourselves.
He realized just how many people could relate to what his family was going through.
Not just sons and daughters or mamas or fathers in the same situation, but CNAs and healthcare workers that were all dealing with the same thing, watching families come to windows, seeing their patients have to deal with it. So we felt like it was the right thing to do to share this message with as many people as we could.
That's also when the band decided it would be a great way to celebrate those healthcare workers and what they've had to deal with as well.
We just kind of felt like, you know, during these times it was what was needed, you know, with all the nurses and doctors and first responders. They needed something to lift them up.
Guitarist Morgan Keene knew that well. His mother works at a nursing facility and told him about the heartbreak at the windows.
Now all you can do, you know, as a son to a mother who's in that industry is when I heard the song, was to thank John for writing a song like that I knew would touch my mother as well.
If music sings to the soul, then this song is soul cleansing.
Well, I can barely stand the thought of not wrapping my arms tight around your neck, and it tears me up to know I'll walk away with you in there like that and leave you all alone in a place they call a home. I'm sorry, Mama.
Maybe remind people just how good we might have it, even when we think that it's really tough. Because it could always be worse, it could always be harder, it could always be more stressful, it could always be more emotional. So hopefully people get something out of it that's positive.
I miss you.
At the root of what we do, no matter what the song's about or anything, ultimately at the end of the day, we just want to reach people, and we want to reach people in their hearts and their souls, and bring true emotions to the surface in any way that we can. And I think that's it's not a job, but that's our role as musicians and artists to make somebody feel something. So knowing that that's happening is very rewarding.
So